Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nixa High School. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us tonight. Had a great game against the freshmen. Hey, got another great game coming up here as the junior varsity, Joplin Eagles and Nixa Eagles. Folks, right after this game will be our homecoming ceremony, so you may want to stick around for that. Folks, we are live, so if you go to YouTube, Nixa Public Schools, you can catch a live commentary for this game, and of course the varsity game will be live as well. So, folks, let's go ahead and meet the starters for the Joplin Eagles. He's a 5'11" guard. He's a sophomore, number 2, Davin Thomas. He's a 6'1" sophomore forward, number 15, Jace Woods. He's a 5'9" sophomore guard, number 20, Trenton Gage. He's a 6'1" sophomore forward, number 22, Trestlin Mack. And he's a 5'9" sophomore guard, number 25, Maddox Benfield. And folks, now the starters for your Nixa Eagles. He's a 6'2" sophomore. Where's the number 5, Lane Meltebarger? He's a 5'10" freshman. Number 14, Randy Flint. He's a 5'10" sophomore. Number 20, the other Flint, Keepon Flint. He's a 5'11" sophomore. Number 24, Wyatt Vincent. And oh my, he's a 6'8" freshman. Number 44, Jackson Cantwell. And Nixa gets on the board, Jackson Cantwell for 2. Lane Meltebarger hits a 3 from the top of the key. Jackson Cantwell for 2 more. Timeout called by the Joplin Eagles.
Gets
overthrew it a little bit there.
Yeah. Randy Flint couldn't finish. To the wing. Back up to the key. Back to the wing. It's Thomas. No good. Rebound by Cantwell. Randy Flint down the court. To the wing. Vincent. Back out to Flint. Back to Vincent. Three is just off. Cantwell with the rebound. Gets it stripped. Foul called.
Let's go on Joplin.
On Joplin, be Eagle ball.
First team foul for Joplin.
Randy Flint to inbound. To Cantwell. To Vincent. Over to Flint. Flint trying to find something. To his brother, Randy Flint. Melterbarger. Back to the corner. Up to the top. One of the passes to Cantwell, it's get turnover. Always in the basket. Doesn't get it to go. Vincent with the rebound. Has Cantwell in the open. And the slam.
Mr. Jackson.
The freshman Jackson Cantwell.
That's awesome.
This Eagle defense early is strong. In the corner. Back out to the wing.
I'm surprised Joplin's not even been able to hit anything.
Right. They missed that one too.
Yeah.
Right off the front iron. Vincent with the rebound. All the way to the basket. Layup is good.
They're just driving right through Joplin.
Yeah. Eagles have an early 11-0 lead. That pass went nowhere. Missed some miscommunication there. Jason Woods threw the pass.
I'm wondering if Joplin's even going to be able to score this first period.
Randy Flint to the wing. Kevon Flint. Wyatt Vincent for three. Got it.
Three-point bucket's good. Wyatt Vincent scores again.
Woods down the court. Turnover. Joplin gets it right back. Out to the wing, to the corner. One of the three didn't take it. Randy Flint gets the ball. Down the court. Nice pass to Lane Melzenbarger. He couldn't finish. Gage. Almost turnover. Joplin gets it back and turns it back over. Lane Melzenbarger down the court. Wyatt Vincent. That's a Melzenbarger. Long two just off. Flint to Vincent. Deep three, no good. Pass inside, another turnover. Kevon takes it himself. He had Cantwell right there. Another timeout by Joplin. The Eagles are up 16-0. We'll be back after the break. Eagles take the court after the timeout. They have an early 16-0 lead. Here, 3 minutes left in the quarter. It's going to be Joplin ball. Jace Woods to inbound. Gets it into Gage. The Eagles have a trap. Joplin gets out of it and throws the ball away.
Way out.
Pass was intended for Duncan Fagarty. Randy Flint down the court. Out to the wing. To Vincent. Cross court pass inside to Meltenberger. Back to Vincent. Got another 3.
And Vincent hits another 3.
He's really impressive in that corner.
Oh, he's to the basket, gets it to go. Joplin's first point. Davin Thomas. Just off. It's Bryce Foster. Bryce Foster to inbound.
His first personal foul, second team foul for Joplin. And welcome to the floor. The Joplin Eagles.
Cantwell comes back in from Meltenberger.
Number 11, Angel Gonzalez.
Gets it to Flint for 3. Got it.
Let's go, Randy Flint.
Gets it into Angel Gonzalez. Past half court. Jump stop. Got it. Dominic Leesman. Nixa moving quick. Over to the corner. Vincent for 3. Has another. Wow. 11 points. Eagle gets the ball right back. Flint to the basket. Got it. Randy Flint. Almost another turnover. Half court violation. Eagles ball. Layden Meltenberger to inbound. Gives it to Randy Flint. To Vincent. Vincent to Foster. Back to Flint for 3. Has another. That's his 8th point. Joplin down the court. Almost turned over. Back out to the wing. Gonzalez. Inside. Back out top. Key for 3. Just off. Ball goes out of bounds. Eagle ball. Randy Flint down the court. To the wing. Bryce Foster. To Meltenberger. Doesn't get it to drop. Out to the wing. Inside, near the free throw line.
Joplin's gonna keep it in bounds here.
Backcourt violation, Eagle ball. Joplin's turning it over every possession. Eagles have 30 here in the first quarter alone.
I think that just shows how good our offense and defense are. Being able to stop
Exactly.
them.
As Joplin, foul called. Foul on Jackson Cantwell, sends Joplin to the line. Trenton Gage. Just off. First one no good. Second shot on the way. Got it. Randy Flint down the court. Moving quick. To Kevon Flint. Foster. Back to the wings, Flint. Back to Foster. In the corner. Cantwell can't handle it cleanly. Time running out. Shot no good. End of the first quarter, 30-5. Eagles up. We'll be back for the second period. Joplin ball inbound right in front of us. Davin Thomas with the ball. Top of the key. Over to the wing. Back to the top. Gonzalez inside. Back to Gonzalez. Thomas. Eagle defense is strong early. Gonzalez with the ball. Almost a turnover. Thomas, my bad. Gonzalez. It's a turnover, Eagle ball. Bryce Foster to inbound. Cantwell to Foster. Lob pass. One in Cantwell. Couldn't get him. Flint. Foster can't get the ball in time on the ground. Wide open man. Joplin got the rebound. Maddox Benfield.
Bucket's good. 25.
Jace Gomes to the wing to Flint. Cantwell to Foster. Wyatt Vincent has another three. 14 points on the night so far for Wyatt Vincent.
I feel like I've only seen him hit threes here tonight.
Yeah.
All in that corner.
Layup off by Kevon Flint. Layup good by Joplin. Jace Combs. Inside Cantwell. It's good. Joplin with the ball. Davin Thomas to the wing. Eagle ball. Foster to Flint. To the corner, Vincent. Back out to the top of the key. Foster falls down. No foul called.
I think he was waiting for that foul to be called. He sat there for a second.
Yeah, he got up and put his hands up. Stays with Joplin. Benfield to inbound. Foster gets the ball to Flint. Layup, too strong, put back, no good by Vincent. Vincent gets the ball. Foster, back to Vincent for three. Just off. Joplin pushing.
Ooh.
Oh, Vincent wanted that block.
He hit the net.
Shot was a little bit too weak. There's a foul called. It says Joplin on the line. Aiden Scarton shooting 2.
Back in for the Joplin Eagles, Duncan Fogarty.
Second one off the front iron. Foster down the court. Flint. Back to Foster. Gets it to Flint. Vincent in the corner. Wants another 3. Just off. Cantwell with the putback. Got it.
Jackson Cantwell.
Cantwell has 10 points. Cantwell almost with the block. Long pass to Vincent. Got it.
Nobody down there to stop him.
Too easy for the Eagles right now. To the wing. Woods. Back to Fogarty. Cantwell with the ball. To Vincent. Flint, my bad. Foster to Vincent. Back to Flint. 3 ball just off. Joplin ball. From the corner, 3 just off the front iron. Vincent on Joplin.
Joplin will keep the pressure here, though.
Eagles defense still strong. Almost a turnover, and it is a turnover. Eagle ball. Inbound to Vincent. Meltenbarger. Back to Vincent. Lob pass, Cantwell. Too strong. Taken away. Meltenbarger down the court. Finds Cantwell. Another dunk.
The way that rim just shakes after he does that.
Out to the wing. Thomas, inside. Back to Thomas, out the wing. Cantwell. Flint, down the court. Combs in the corner. Got it.
Jace Combs. It's a trade.
Jace Combs, brother of Kel Combs. Moves to 3. Top of the key. Driving in, foul call.
That's called against Nixa. 13, Jace Combs.
Foul called on Jace Combs.
I didn't see that. I didn't see where he got that.
Looks like he hit his hand when he was driving in. Inbounded cleanly. To the corner. Driving in. Reverse, no good. Stopped by Meltenbarger. Down the court. Pass out to Foster. To Meltenbarger for 3. Got it!
Meltenbarger hits another 3.
6 points from Lane Meltenbarger. One and 3, didn't get it. Trenton Gage. Here's Randy Flint with the layup.
Just a baseball pass. Timeout, Joplin Eagles.
Timeout, Joplin Eagles. Eagles up. Nixa Eagles up 49-12. We'll be back after this break from Central Gas Propane. And we're back after timeout. Nixa Eagles up 49-12. 2 minutes left in the second period. Your Joplin ball. In the wing. Finds a pass. 23, 2. Davin Thomas. In the corner. 1 of the 3, got it.
That's
Trenton
Joplin's
Gage.
first 3 of the night.
Yeah. Nixon's making it very hard on Joplin to score anything right now.
Right.
Very tight defense. As Flint gives it to Foster. This out of Melterbarger's hands. All the way to the basket. Too strong, can't get it to go. Put back, no good, but gets fouled. Sends Trestlin Mack to the line.
Let's go against Nixa. It's number 5, Lane Meltemarker. His first personal foul, 14th foul for Nixa. Shooting 2.
Brothers are laughing and talking to each other in the middle of the game.
First one, no good.
Joplin, number 10, Duncan Fogarty.
Second one on the way. Got it. Flint. Melterbarger to Kevon Flint. Foster. Off his foot. Gets it back. Randy Flint at the wing. Hook pass to Melterbarger. Puts it up. No good. Put back, no good. Melterbarger gets the rebound. Got it.
Nice rebound, nice put back. Lane Meltemarker.
That's his 8 points. Inside. Melterbarger with another block.
I think that's what he's excelled most at tonight is blocking for sure.
Yeah, he has a few blocks tonight. It's Jace Combs with a smile on his face. Kevon Flint to Foster. Mid-range jump shot, got it.
Nice Foster.
Gage driving in. No good, rebound. Randy Flint, 15 seconds.
Oh, overturned just a little bit.
Oh. Kevon Flint wanted that one. For 3 in the final seconds of the half, no good. Eagles are up 53-16. Nixa Eagles are up. We'll be back after halftime.
I walked in and immediately tears started streaming down my face. It feels like we've been waiting for this for like ever. The idea that like we get to perform in this like gorgeous space and this ginormous stage in front of like the entire community is so exciting. I cannot wait.
You go from the drawing to the construction phase to the finished product, and to see it through has been a really neat process. And we're very fortunate to have the support of our community when it comes to voting for projects like that and allowing our students to have access to facilities that are really state-of-the-art.
The second I saw it, it was just, oh my goodness, like this is really ours. We get to perform in here and be a community in here and just enjoy this space, and I am so excited.
I have been everywhere in here so far. I have been running around getting every view I can. It's just bigger and more professional than our old theater, and it's just a whole brand new experience for us.
Yeah, it's been 7 or 8 years since we've been able to fit the whole band into a band room. You know, our old room, which I was very attached to because I was here when we built it, but we had just outgrown it and physically couldn't fit 200 plus kids in there. So I needed to get everybody in here and at least play once for my own soul. We needed to prove to ourselves that it can be done, and it can be done. So that was exciting. It was a big moment. And, you know, I'll admit that I'm mainly excited about the band room, but the performance hall, equally excited about that, in that it's a It's going to be a great place for band concerts and choir concerts and theater performances. It's going to be a great cornerstone of arts in our community. And I'm proud, as a longtime Nixa resident now, and as an arts teacher, I'm proud of the commitment that the community and the district has made to the arts. I think it matters.
This opportunity today, this year, is because of those amazing kids I had 15 years ago that came in, they put in the work, they really were dedicated and driven to put up something that was worthwhile. Before me, 30 years ago, when Bill Townsend was leading the program, he demanded that quality as well. We are here today because of our alumni. We are here because of all of the people that put blood, sweat, and tears into the productions that we had on this stage.
Yeah, it's been great since we're in our new space. The biggest differences that you notice right away is just literally space. So we had a concert choir that was upstairs and we were in there like sardines, and now we just have a functional, normal amount of space. It's helping our singing because we're able to hear each other better with better acoustics, but also just having more space between people.
I cannot thank our community enough that this would not be here without the support of the community. And I've always known we've had a very supportive community, but this is a big ask. This was a huge build and they were behind it 100% of the way. And they are behind our students and showcasing our student talent.
Our goal is to build a passion for history. Opportunities like this are going to stick with them as they go on through their high school, college careers. Even if, they mostly remember winning, they're still holding on to that event being tied to history, and we want to get them excited to continue to learn about history in the future.
So it was really fun. We had 4 events.
We modeled just the sense of competition with rock, paper, scissors. The javelin was one of the events in the original Ancient Games, so we tried to model that with pool noodles. We also had the discus throw, which was a part of the Ancient Games, which we modeled through frisbees. And then the original games had a lot of running and jumping events, so we modeled that through the broad jump.
I've been learning about the Olympics and it was fun to see it in real life.
The disc throw was definitely the most challenging because you just have a 20-foot distance and a really small target to hit.
It was super fun. It was a break from sitting in the chair and taking notes. Everyone was super excited and they were hyped up for the rest of the day. It was super loud. There was tons of kids yelling.
Oh yeah, all the teachers had our own city-states. We were Thebes, and then others were like Athens, Sparta.
We improvised with the best we could, seeing as how javelin would have been impossible along with wrestling, but it still gave them that sense of competition and getting really excited to represent their city-state or their class. We love this event as the 7th grade history department. These days are where we get to, see each other's kids enjoying the content that we're learning, and we also as teachers get very competitive of which city-state is the best, and a few classes even competed ourselves, but we won't name names of who won. So it's a lot of fun for us to get competitive too with the kids and rally behind our classes to try to win.
I actually hadn't tried sushi until I was an adult, so it was fun to see them try something new. With the new year, that was one of my focuses was let's try new things and don't let things scare you. So we've been kind of focusing on that. We've been talking about making goals. We also had been talking before Christmas about family traditions, and I love going to eat at Craft Sushi. I knew Jenny, and I was like, this is a neat family tradition. This is a tradition that she learned, and would you be willing to share it? She's like, yeah, that'd be great.
We were watching her make the sushi. I thought that the pink one was good, but the other one I didn't really like. I thought that the dessert one would taste even better, and then I liked the other one.
They're the worst critics, so if I can win them over, I am good to go. They have that, complete transparency, so I'll take it. I love it. It's one of my favorite things of this job is bring people in that think they would not like something, and you get them to try it, and they're absolutely obsessed.
It was good because it had carrots and it had sticky rice and it had soy sauce.
So we kind of did everything there that we would do in the restaurant. We laid out the rice, put the ingredients on the inside, and then I showed them how to roll it and cut it. Once we figured out what allergies there were, we brought in some veggies and did a savory roll, I guess you could call it. And then of course we did a dessert roll, which everyone's a fan of, with peanut butter and apples, calling it the PB&J roll. And I feel like that one was a little bit more favored than the savory roll, but that's why we did it.
Even for the ones that were not gonna try it, because I didn't make them try it, they had a choice. I asked after it was over, I'm like, did you have fun watching her make it? You know, was it neat to get to see her make it? And they're like, yeah, that was a cool part too. And so we were even talking when she was making it that they, you know, have to do a little bit of math while they're doing it. So we did try to bring in every standard that we could to make it a meaningful activity. But I think it's something that they'll grow up and be like, remember when we had sushi in kindergarten?
Ready, 1, 2. It's an amazing honor and something not to be taken lightly. The music that we have planned is very, very challenging, probably the most challenging concert program I've ever done with students before. First thought that I had when we found out that 3 of our Nixa choirs were accepted, elementary, middle level, and high school, was I felt very grateful to be part of the Nixa community.
In the quiet of the forest and the tall trees grow, so nobody can know just what the grass might show.
These kids have been working on this performance since day 1 of school. Every other choir has prepared about 4 pieces this semester, but this choir has had to prepare 6, and 6 like high quality, top-notch pieces. Some are being premiered at the conference, so they're pieces that haven't even existed before, and they've been working their tails off. It's nerve-wracking to put, you know, your art in front.
We're back here after halftime. Nixa up 53 over Joplin 16. Flint's gonna start with the ball here.
At the wing, up top to the key. Flint to Cantwell, got it.
I'm impressed with Nixa being able to score 53 points there in the first half. Wondering if we can get into triple digits here.
That was a crazy half for Nixa Eagles.
Absolutely.
Here's Joplin Eagles. Davin Thomas, over to the wing. Back to Thomas. Benfield, got it. For 3. Maddox Benfield. Here's Kevon Flint. To Meltebark for 3. Rims out. Randy Flint.
Vincent in the corner. All
got
right.
it again. Thomas. In the paint. Back out to the wing. Benfield.
Another 3.
Joplin starting hot.
Coach probably gave him a good pep talk in the locker room. Give him a run for the money.
Lane Meltebarger inside. No good. Here comes Joplin. Pass to Benfield. Benfield couldn't get it. Kevon Flint. Pass to Melzenberger, couldn't handle it.
Sometimes you see those balls coming flying at you.
There's a foul called.
Nixa's number 14. Randy Flynn, his first personal foul, first team foul for Nixa. That came for Joplin number 10, Duncan Fogarty.
Inbound Joplin. Thomas. Got it in cleanly. Boys back to Thomas. Over to the wing. It's Benfield. Jump shot. No good. Vincent down the court. To Randy Flint. Back to Vincent for three from the wing. Got it! Wow! He broke 20. Wyatt Vincent has 22 points on the night.
Pretty
Rebound to
sure
Cantwell.
all threes, I'm pretty sure.
That is crazy. Vincent over to Randy Flint. Inside, back out to keep Vincent. Wow. Benfield, trying to find somewhere to go. Inside. Out to the wing. Thomas. Eagle defense playing well right now as Benfield has the ball. At the wing for three. Got it.
You don't see a lot of backboard three-pointers. I haven't, at least.
Banked it in, Duncan Fogarty. As Vincent answers. Wyatt Vincent. Wow. To the wing. That's the top of the key. Benfield, 1 of the 3, didn't take it. Back to Benfield. Thomas. Thomas for three. No good. Vincent with the rebound. Down the court. Kevon Flint. Over to Randy Flint. Inside. Melzenberger draws a foul.
Foul's called against Joplin's number 15, Chase.
Sends Lane Melzenberger to the line.
First team foul for Joplin. Be a 2-point foul.
Melzenberger's looking a little bit frustrated here at the line. I think made a little upset. He didn't make that too.
First one rims out.
Back in for Nixa Eagles.
Melzenberger's getting a little bit upset with the shots he's missing.
35, Logan Burdick. Checking in for Joplin, number 31, Ada Scorton. Number 23, Duncan Green.
Second shot for Lane Melzenberger. Got it. Joplin Eagles down the court. Aiden Socrates inside. Benfield. Socrates. To Benfield. Over to the wing. Bad pass. And it rolls out of bounds. Nixa Hugo ball.
That's happened a few times. for
Just some
Joplin.
miscommunication there.
Right.
Foster inbound to Melzenberger. Back to Melzenberger. Back to Foster. Bad pass. Shot is good. Bryce Foster taking it down the court. Melzenberger driving in. Back out to the arc. Jace Combs. Bryce Foster. For three, no good. Out of bounds.
Missing the shot or not, he's always smiling.
Yeah.
Combs, he's always
Just
smiling.
Laughing the whole time he's on the court. Joplin's the ball. Gets it in the paint. Back out to the wing. Floater, no good. Cantwell with the rebound. Cantwell just comes so close every time hitting his head on the rim. Every time he jumps up there. Burdick layup, no good. Jump shot, just off. Foul called on Lane Melterbarger. Joplin the ball.
24.
Wyatt Vincent checks in.
Don't worry.
In the paint. To the top of the three. Draws the foul. Amazing effort right there.
Takes a lot to get through the Eagles defense there.
That's going against number 35 for the Eagles. Logan Burdick is first. Personal foul.
Joplin to the line, number 23.
Got his own rebound. Put 2 more on the board.
Bryce Foster down the court. Almost turns it over, gets it back. Foster at the wing. Combs for 3, got it from the corner. Here comes Joplin, trying to answer. So far, so few answers for Joplin tonight. Top of the key, number 20, 23. Gets taken away by Foster, down the court. Jace Combs to the corner to Kevon Flint. Top of the key to Wyatt Vincent. Didn't get it, wanted another one. Driving in.
Nice floater.
Floater is good.
Gage.
Trenton Gage. 6 points on the night for Gage. Flint to the basket. Nice move. Nice finish. Kevon Flint. Joplin going quick. Gets to the basket. Nixa looks like they weren't even ready for that. Here's Kevon Flint. To Combs. Foster at the wing.
40 seconds left here.
The third period. Combs for 3. Got it. They call it traveling though before. I didn't really see a travel there.
Me either.
But I wasn't watching his feet.
Sometimes that's the last thing you want to pay attention to.
Might have shuffled his feet. To the wing, into the paint. Back out to the key. Thomas. Pass over to the wing for 3. Just off. That was number 20, Trenton Gage. Foster down the court. Jace Combs to the corner to Flint. Kevon Flint. Backed up almost to the half-court line. Nice no-looker. Burdick couldn't finish. That's the end of the third period. Eagles up 70-35. We'll be back after this break from Central Gas Propane. And we're back for the fourth period. Nixa Eagles up 70-35. Inbound in front of us. Aiden Soccerton.
35-point game right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of points between these two teams.
Much like the girls last night, it was more than 35, but putting a big gap.
One of the three, couldn't get it. Kevon Flint down the court. Slowing it down. Almost got it taken away from him. His brother Randy Flint laughing at him. Vincent for three from the wing, got it! 28 points on the night. Wow. He will most likely break 30 tonight.
Yeah.
At the wing. Thomas to the corner. Back to Thomas. Three ball. It's good. Oscar Kinsel. Flint. To Randy Flint. To Melterbarger. Jump shot, no good. Down the court. Top of the key. Back to Thomas. Ball taken away from by Burdick. Joplin gets it right back. Puts it up, draws the foul. Really good effort right there by Soccerton.
Foul's called on Nixa's number 35, Logan Burdick. His second personal foul, 14th foul for Nixa. Shooting two for the Joplin Eagles, number 31, Aiden Scorton.
Aiden Scorton, shooting two. First one, no good.
Back in for Joplin, number 42, John Jasper. And back in for Nixa, number 13, Jason Holmes. Number 1, Bryce Foster.
Foster and Combs check in for the Nixa Eagles. Second shot is good.
Back in for Joplin, number 34, Dominic Wiesman.
Foster down the court. Melterbarger. Ball goes out of bounds. Melterbarger thought it was off Joplin. Joplin ball though. Thomas. Pass to the wing. Jump shot good. Trenton Gage. Jace Combs right now at the wing. Randy Flint.
All three of them just grinning out there. I'm so curious to what they are smiling about.
Flint.
He ran
Joplin
right
draws
through
a
him.
foul. Nice job by Joplin right there to draw that foul.
Clear control foul.
It's a charge.
Nixa's number 14, Randy Flint. His second personal foul, 15 foul for Nixa. Back in for Nixa, number 20, Kevon Flint, number 24, Wyatt Vincent. Back in for Joplin, number 25, Maddox Linfield.
Here's Benfield. Back outside the wing to the wing. Benfield. Almost taken away by Vincent. To the basket, gets swatted. Vincent, got it. He has 30 on the night. Wyatt Vincent. Joplin, pass out to the top. Three ball, no good. Put back also no good. Kevon with the rebound. Kevon Flint, checking his nose.
I didn't see him get hit, but
Combs, three ball just off. Back to Combs.
oh my goodness.
Vincent gives it back to Combs. All smiles right now for the Nixa Eagles.
They're having a blast.
Benfield to the wing. For 3. No good.
I think when
Number
there's
40.
a big gap like this in the score, it's hard not to have fun.
Yeah. Randy Flint. Foster for 3. Just off the front iron.
They're like taking turns shooting for threes right now. They're talking about it.
Randy. Everyone's just smiling at each other. Wow. Keep on Flint right now. To Foster. Jump shot, no good. Gage down the court.
Timeout called by the Joplin Eagles.
Timeout by the Joplin Eagles. Eagles up 77-41. We'll be back after timeout from Central Gas Propane.
We're back here after the timeout. Nixa Eagles still up 77-41.
Benfield at top of the key. Over to the wing. Back to Benfield. Three ball is good.
Good shot, Duncan Fogarty.
Duncan Fogarty. Randy Flint. Kevon Flint right now. To Meltebarger. To Kevon. Meltebarger. Gets it.
Meltebarger gets 2 more.
Gonna hand it over to Brady Reton to finish this game.
We're gonna have a turnover here by the Joplin Eagles. Keybon's gonna pass it to Meltenberger. Meltenberger's gonna shoot it up and it's good.
Bringing up the court here is, I can find the roster, Fogarty. Fogarty looks inside. That will be, we don't have a number on this kid. Gets it to Combs in transition, and he tried to throw it down there. Got rim, almost did. I'm gonna give him some crap later for that because he has no bunnies at all. And here's Maddox Benfield. Gonzalez back to Benfield. Benfield with 45 seconds left. Nowhere to go, back up top. Here's Fogarty. Fogarty looks inside, up and off the glass. It's good. That's number 42. Like we said, no name for him. And that will do it. 83-46 is your score with 25 seconds left. This Eagles team has been dominant. Taylor, you got anything to say? No, nothing at all. Well, I can say Wyatt Vincent has had himself a night. 32 points coming out of the sophomore MSU baseball commit, so that's an impressive night. He's, I mean, not really a basketball player, but he's kind of an all-around athlete. He can do all 3 sports, football, basketball, and baseball. He had a big night, killing some 3-pointers, and that will do it. 83-46. Coming up next, the Nixa Eagles taking on the Joplin Eagles. It's homecoming, folks. We also have the Hall of Fame ceremony, so don't leave. I'm Brady Reton, alongside my partner,
Taylor Rotilia.
Signing off.
High School homecoming court, starting with the freshmen. The first two members of court are freshmen Riva Russo and Colt McCoy. Riva is the daughter of Michael Russo. Colt is the son of Brian and Denise McCoy. The next two members of court are sophomores Ava Weaver and Dylan Johns. Ava is the daughter of Daniel and Jennifer Weaver, and Dylan is the son of Melissa and Jason Johns. The next two members of court are juniors Ilaria Bogner and Seth Coker. Ilaria is the daughter of Nick and Kendra Bogner. Seth, he's the son of Amy Baker and Kevin Coker. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for your 2023 Winter Homecoming attendees. Ladies and gentlemen, our final members of the homecoming court are the senior Queen and King candidates. Our first Queen and King candidates are Taryn Albers and Wesley Creed. Taryn is the daughter of Dolores and Eric Albers. She is part of art and photography. She plans on traveling America after high school. She would like to give a shout out to her twin, AKA Joanna Pedinaris, and all of her supporters. Wesley, he's the son of Mark and Marcy Creed. He is a part of the Nixa High School Theater Troupe 3833, as well as the production company, OK Fellas Production. He plans on attending Missouri State and pursuing a career in filmmaking. He wants to shout out Mrs. Wolves for convincing me to do this, and my mother, because she'll be upset if I don't say something. It's a smart man right there. Our second King and Queen candidates are Elle Justice and Brett Cook. Elle is the daughter of Celeste Kramer and James Justice. She is part of HOSA, DECA, FBLA, and journalism. After high school, she plans on attending college to get a business degree. She wants to shout out to her family and friends to say thank you. Brett is the son of Tracy and Mike Cook. He is involved in football, cabinet, student council, choir, as well as the senior body vice president. Wow, Brett, good for you. After high school, he plans on going to OTC. He wants to shout out to my dog, Levi Strobel. I love you, man. And to the best cabinet teacher, Mr. Edwards. Our final candidates are Kyle Burke and Kenneth Core. Kylie is the daughter of Leslie and Ron Burke. She is involved in varsity tennis, and after high school, she plans on going to college and getting a teaching degree. She wants to shout out to her friends to say thank you. Kenneth is the son of Daniel and Alice Core. He is involved in Mu Alpha Theta and Spanish Honor Society. He plans on attending Missouri State University of Science and Technology to study chemistry and chemical engineering. He would like to thank all the seniors for their support in nominating him for the Winter Homecoming Court. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them all around. This is your 2023 Winter Homecoming King and Queen candidates. Folks, we got special presenters tonight. They are the reigning 2021 Nixa High School Winter Homecoming Queen, Morgan Allen, and Winter Homecoming King, Jason Wiley. Morgan is currently attending Missouri State, and Jackson is currently attending Mizzou. And now, the 2023 Nixa High School Winter Homecoming King is Brett Cook. And the 2023 Nixa High School Winter Homecoming Queen, Elle Justice. Congratulations, Brett and Elle. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for your 2023 Nixa High School Winter Homecoming Court. Tonight's ceremony was presented by the Nixa High School Cabinet and Student Council. The flowers were graciously donated by Moxie Flowers here in Nixa. Congratulations, you too. Hey folks, at this time we ask the candidates to please clear the court. Photo opportunities and selfies will be $5 each. Just kidding. Will be with the 2023 court, will be available outside the gymnasium. Congratulations. Folks, about 15 minutes, we got varsity action coming up here at Nixa High School Eagles 2023 basketball.
It's homecoming, and we are live from Eagle Fieldhouse. I'm Brady Return alongside my partner, Ryan Swanson. Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's Friday night. It's homecoming. We got a great game of basketball, and I'm excited.
Oh, for sure. We have the Nixa Eagles taking on the Joplin Eagles. And I'm excited for this one because this COC is one of the toughest COCs we've seen in multiple years. You don't have the dominant Nixa. I mean, in the past years, it's been dominant Ozark. I mean, of course, it's going to be a great game. I'm excited.
It's going to be a good one, and we have a 9-7 Joplin team, but don't let the record fool you. This team is better than what their record shows, and they can put up a fight with Nixa.
For sure. I mean, star player, all right. I've heard the argument that COC Player of the Year is going to go to all right, and I'm thinking this is outrageous, but you look back at him, he's averaging about 24 points a game, which is absurd. He's sitting right there with Cale Combs, who's averaging 23.4. So we have two of the best in the COC going head-to-head tonight, and I couldn't be more excited.
It's definitely going to be a good matchup to see them two going at it all night. And it's just going to be interesting to see because we see that Joplin definitely is the bigger team, which we'll get to that in a minute, but it's just going to be interesting to see how Nixa plays them.
We're going to go to our away keys to the game. That will be the Joplin Eagles tonight, and to start it off, it is perimeter defense. This Eagles team can shoot the lights out. 44% from three-point, and this year is just absolutely absurd. We haven't seen anything like it. And then, of course, slow the game down. I mean, this Eagles team, they move fast. They're a really fast team. You got to slow this game down. I mean, slow it down a lot because, I mean, once this team gets in transition, you have 6-7 guys playing for this Eagles team who won't stop going.
And once they get started, it's really hard to slow them down. And here on the third one here is contain Cale Combs. There's no way to really stop him. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not going to hold him to a certain number of points. So just contain Cale because he's the leader of this team. He's the guy who will produce the most amount of points on this team on most given nights. So if you can at least contain him, keep him from pull-up threes that we see him do a lot and make it hard for him to score inside, that's definitely going to help you out. And then the last one wasn't up there, but use their size. You look at this Joplin team, they're the bigger team. I mean, you see Whit Hafer sitting at 6'7", and probably he's going to be the biggest guy on the court.
Whit Hafer is a dog. I'll let you know that. I mean, in the Joplin football game, Whit Hafer probably caught one of the toughest passes I've ever seen in my life. Because you look at him, and sometimes the way he plays, he looks very unathletic. But the way I saw him play football was absolutely absurd. I saw him make one of the toughest catches on top of Jordan Tyler and Spencer Ward I've seen all year long. And he's just a dog. He's a dog tight end. He's a dog. I'll just say it that way.
Yeah, they definitely need to use their size because when you can use your size to help control the boards, you can stop the pacing of this Eagles team. We saw it the last game that they played against Kickapoo. Kickapoo controlled the boards for the first half, and the Eagles weren't able to pick it up as fast as they normally do. So if you can use your size to your advantage, if you're Joplin, you can definitely set yourself up for success.
Let's move on to Nixa's keys to the game, brought to you by Central Gas and Propane. This Eagles team needs to start fast. We saw the 20-point half performance coming from Cale Combs, and that was spectacular. Once you see this Eagles team get it out and try to start early, it's something else. It's hard to stop.
Yeah, and it's definitely a team where if you let them start cooking and they get their pace going, they get the rhythm going, they're not a team that you're going to slow down in a couple of plays. This team, when they get going, you can find an open three, and then the next play, someone can catch an oop. The next play, someone can hit a turnaround mid-range. A lot of things can happen when this team gets hot, and you don't want that to happen. But if you're Nixa, starting fast, especially in your home arena, it's homecoming, you want to start quick.
And then continue the momentum. This Eagles team is on a 19-game win streak. 19-game win streak, I say that, but they're undefeated coming to this year, coming to the conference play. And this is one of the best Eagles teams we've seen. I mean, of course, Nixa's always been that team to beat, but this is one of the better teams in the last 20 years. I mean, you can talk about last year's team all you want. You can talk about 2015 Reuters year. And it was just, I mean, phenomenal years coming from them both. But, I mean, this team's good. It's hard to stop them. So if they continue with this momentum right here, it'll be hard to stop.
Yeah, well, for the third point we have for Nixa, kind of the same with Joplin, control the boards. You're undersized, but if you're Nixa and you can fight for a couple of boards, you can fight for those defensive rebounds to limit second chance points, fight to even get your own second chance opportunities, you can massively halt Joplin because when they're the bigger team, if you can at least tie in the rebounds, at least not give them the advantage in the rebounds, that is huge in the long stretch of the game. So if you can control those boards, that'd be great. And the last one, hit your shots. We saw against Kickapoo when they opened up, not hitting their shots from deep. I mean, this is a team where if you can work after that last game, I just say, if you can, you need to go to the three-point to start. Sorry, it took a long time to get out, but with the last game, it took a while to get the three-point going, which is different than we've seen from, like, especially against the game against Marquette. They can hit their three-pointers quick, and after that game against Kickapoo, I would say to start this game, they should be shooting primarily three-pointers to get some confidence in them, just to get the shots up, and just spread this Joplin defense out.
Most definitely. One player I want to talk about who's been a crucial role to this Eagles team, whose name isn't Cale Combs, it's Josh Peters. Josh Peters has been one of the best players for the Eagles this year. I mean, he scored, he's averaging 13.3 points, scored 252. He's been a player who's been able to knock down his shots when he needs to. He's a big-time player who's athletic, and he's going to be exciting this next year, especially running that guard position because we were losing, of course, Cale Combs. But Josh is a player who can drive in, throw it down, pull up jumper anywhere, shoot a three. He can do anything you really want him to do.
And one underrated part about his game that I see is his mid-range jump shot is so pretty. And honestly, the way that he's taller than most of the guys he'll go against who guard him. So in really a way, it looks like a Dirk Nowitzki type of shot. I mean, he's too tall, so you can't get up to block it or contest it, really. And his mechanics, even though they're kind of slower with his mid-range shot, they're perfect. So it's almost a guaranteed bucket. And really just a threat from anywhere on the court.
In a court? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say on the offensive side of the ball, but you're good.
One more player is also Devin Kemp. And I have been so impressed with Devin. Devin has played so well these past few games. He's really dominated, especially going in that guard position. Late in the games, you saw the Troy game, Kickapoo game, coming up with big steals. Of course, he had two big three-pointers in the corner over the Nixa bench. So he has just been something else to this Eagles team who you really wouldn't think would be a player like that. I mean, you saw, of course, he saw some time last year. He's a small. He's very small.
But don't
let the size, don't let that say anything. He's a small guard who can do anything. It's impressive. They says he's 5'10", but I'm close to 5'11", 6 foot, and he's a good 3 inches shorter than me. So we're gonna give him 5'7", but he's a guard who can move quick off the dribble, create plays you never thought he would be able to create. I mean, during the Fair Grove game, he looked like Cale Combs for a few out there, just, of course, about 8 inches shorter. But he can really play, and he's another player I think will have a crucial role coming in the next year.
And when you mainly look at the way his film and the way he approaches the game, you would see him as mainly just a guy who helps direct the offense, run the guard spot, just really a floor general. But he's got a sneaky good jump shot. You leave him open, he'll knock it down from anywhere. And we saw that in the Kickapoo game, nailing some really big threes in that game. And right now, he's definitely a guy you want to have on your radar. Really, all these guys. You can't leave any of these guys, underestimate any of them.
No.
Just because they can tear your entire team up. Because we've said it multiple times, anyone on this Nixa team could really go to any school they want and be part of the starting five. And that just shows how much depth that Brock Blanchett has at his disposal and the reason why they're 19-0.
Right now we're going to talk about All Right, a 6'4" shooting guard, class of 24. National rank is 266, and he's a player who's on the come-up. I say on the come-up, but he's already been here. You saw him last year. Him and his brother, Always. So Always and all were just two players who, honestly, I thought Nixa would compete with more, but Nixa kind of ran off with that last year. But he's a dog right now. I mean, he's talking to SEMO. SEMO's a team, of course, who's contending for the tournament. So I'm really excited to watch him play because, like I said, he's a dog himself. Also, this seems really a football team when you look out there. You have junior Quinn Renfro. He's the running back who runs a 4.4. He can move up and down the court. Hobbs Gooch, the quarterback for this team. And then, of course, Wood Hafer. All these players coming in as juniors. One more year, this Joplin team in a year is going to be one of the best in the area.
And one player that I want to highlight, just because with doing football with good old Nate Purrier, I'm excited to see how Hobbs Gooch plays. I've never really seen much of his gameplay, but from the way he's able to move inside the pocket, I'm really seeing if that's going to translate over to the basketball court into how fast he gets up the floor. So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, a lot of football guys on this basketball team, which when you're a coach, that's great with multi-sport athletes. All these guys are tough. And once we get into conference play, these games start to get a little chippy. They start to get a little physical. So we'll see how physical that gets, and you can see that Jackson Cantwell suited up for this game. And because we saw increased playing time against Kickapoo when they played a team bigger.
And Troy.
And Troy. So it'll be interesting. I'm going to see if he gets more minutes.
but I'm excited for this game. Joplin and Nixa, for some reasons, always, like you said, always a little bit chippy. You never know. They're usually not that team who's like a rivalry team. You don't look at them like that, but, you know, this game's a little chippy. 50 seconds, and it's the Battle of the Birds, as the great Nate Purrier would say. So we're going to send it down to Eric Michelle for starting lineups and National Anthem. We'll be back after this short break, brought to you by Central Gas and Propane.
We got some great basketball action. Have had two really good games so far, and we split it 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Nixa High School, we feel honored when we are called upon to pay tribute to the greatest flag in the nation. Also, we cherish the moments when we get to honor those who have fought for our freedoms. So to all of the veterans who have joined us here at this event tonight, and for those who cannot be here, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. You have earned the right to be called a legend. For you see, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that heroes get remembered, but legends never die. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as you are standing, gentlemen, we ask that you remove cover. Place your hands over your hearts for the playing of not yours and not mine, but our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the land of the free because we are the home of the brave. Folks, are you ready for SmackDown? Let's meet the visitors from Joplin High School, the Eagles. He's a 6'4" junior guard. Let me tell you something, this kid can shoot. Number 3, All Right. He's a 6' junior guard. Where's number 4? Quinn Renfro. He's a 5'10" sophomore guard. Number 12, Cooper Williams. He's a 6'4" junior forward. He's probably got the coolest name on the roster. Number 24, Hobbs Gooch. He's a, oh my goodness, 6'7" junior forward. Number 54, Whit Hafer.
living. Start a record label, Misfits just did it. Nylon cover 5 minutes. Whoa, we are too hot in the business. About to make a movie independent. Need new trucks independent. I need you to listen to the vision. All your verses sound like dirty dishes. I'm about to clean them in the kitchen. And we making money by the minute. I'm about to do it way different. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon living. Icon living. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon. Icon living.
He's a 6'4" junior. Smoother than grandma's homemade pudding. Number 23, Garrett Hines. And he's a 6'3" junior. Folks, he's been hotter than a smothered chicken. Number 30, Josh Peters. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's officials, Caleb Gallion, Mike Nabana, and Connor Wilson. Coaches, Joplin, Bronson Shockey, and head coach for the Eagles, Brock Blanson. Folks, it's time for the main event.
And we are back live from Eagles Fieldhouse. Like we said, it's the Battle of the Birds, Eagles on Eagles. It will be Hafer and Eagleman at the line for the jump ball, and I'm excited for tonight's matchup. The COC, on the line almost. This is another team who's been phenomenal, who's honestly competing for a title. And the tip is away. No one touches it, and it will be thrown almost out of bounds, kept alive there by Wright. Back to Wright. They're bringing up court, guarded by Kemp. So Eagles in a man look currently. Wright driving through a lane, fading away, no good off the back iron. Renfro tries to put it up, no good, gets his own rebound, kicks out. Gooch for two, no good. Renfro gets his another rebound. Timeout called by Coach Blansett, and he does not look happy.
No, right there, Kale went out to guard the shot, and no one boxed down the left side right there. So that was just a wide open rebound and easy pickup and layup. And you'll see here, Kale goes out, and look, no one boxes out that right side, at least right side on the screen, left side of the court. So already there's trouble rebounding the ball within the first 30 seconds.
I think he called a timeout there just to change their defense straight up.
Honestly.
Because they started on that man, and clearly it was causing a lot of confusion. So I'm guessing that you can see them go in a zone type, because right there you could tell everybody was all jumbled up. And here's Cale Combs, the man of the hour. Gets it to Hines. Hines over to Peters. Back to Kemp. Looks inside Hines. Back out to Combs. Combs guarded by Renfro. Combs driving through, kicks it out, finds Peters for three. And he was described as hot as smothered chicken, and he is correct.
We love Eric Michelle's analogies during during announcing the lineups.
Williams to Gooch finds Wright for three, no good off the back iron. Rebound, Hafer.
Reset, you don't have to go right back into it, you can reset. Holy cow.
Here's Wright driving through the lane. Traveling violation will be called Eagles basketball.
I got scared from that. I thought they weren't going to call that for a second.
Eagles lead 3-2. here with 6:53 left. Kemp to bring it up court. Kemp to Combs. Combs now driving. Kicks it out, finds Hines for three. No, he fakes. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Engelman fighting for it. Foul will be called there on the ground. See, you rarely see that. Hines, I mean, I figured Hines would have taken that because he had some time.
It was also smart because you brought Whit Hafer out of the box. That's standing at 6'7". He's definitely their tallest player, so bringing out their tallest player when you're undersized, that's actually a really smart move.
Combs using his side in the post and brings it up and in for two. Here's Wright, like we said, younger brother of former Joplin Eagle, always Wright. Those two were a pain together, and there's Williams for two. Combs gets it back down court quickly, now to Peters. Peters from deep, no good off the front iron. Rebound Williams.
And I realize this to all those at home, it looks like our scoreboard currently is down.
So,
there we go. Hey, look at that. Oh,
no. There we go. Oh,
maybe.
We're almost there. We're there.
Thanks, Burns.
Here's Wright driving through. Shots blocked. Foul will be called there on Kemp. And don't know how I feel about that one. It was a.
Let's see the replay. Slow it down. So we go. Drive it in. Okay. I mean, there might have been behind the ball on the hand by Kemp. I mean, there wasn't enough to tell it completely there, but I get why they would call it.
Wright's first free throw is good, all tied up at 5. Second free throw is also good.
Joplin's got the lead.
Peters left wide open for three. It's just, why leave him open? Like I don't even understand at this point why you're leaving this kid open.
I'm waiting for the day when everyone just elects to go for the 2 instead of risking the 3.
Here's Hafer.
And our scoreboard looks to still be frozen, so.
Top of the key, 5:18 left, and it's 8-6 currently.
There we go.
It's back up to date. Sorry, we've been having some difficulties with that today. So if it cuts in and out on us, we apologize on that.
Well, so far the announcer's curse is working. Every time I see it down, I'm just going to say it.
Right back up. Here's Kemp over to Peters. Back to Kemp. Now Combs. Combs driving through the lane, kicks it out. Hines left wide open for 3. No good. Fighting for the rebound, Wright. Here's Wright moving fast down court. Puts it up and off the glass, and no, they're calling it on the ground. He'll send him to the line to shoot 2. Or actually not shoot 2, they called it on the ground. It's my bad.
I got confused for a minute.
And right there, looks like a little arm extension there on Wright, but foul will be called on Peters.
All right, I mean, it's not football, so there's no need for a stiff arm.
Which something I thought was weird. All Right was a defensive back for the Eagles, not this last season, but the season before that. Three-pointer, no good by Hafer, and it was weird not to see him on the football court. Not football court, football field. And Combs from way downtown is no good, rims in and out. Fighting for the rebounds, Engelman and Hafer. He gets the rebound, puts it up and off the glass, no good. One more time, Engelman, and it is good.
I mean, he was all over the place. He was on the floor, right outside the three-point line in the box, tipping it in. I mean, great just determination to finish that
Here's Wright
play.
fading away, and it falls short. That's the second foul coming on Kemp early in quarter number 1, so we're going to see his younger brother, Devin Kemp, check into the game. We'll send Wright to the line to shoot 2.
Currently only one guy right now to play, Peters and Hines. I see a subbing, but only no one. Are they gonna? Okay, there we go. I got really confused. I was like, they're just gonna leave him.
We're gonna see Carlos Jones check in alongside Fred Taylor. Taylor being a freshman and Jones being a sophomore. The free throw rolls in. Oh, and I'd like to mention, we had a special guest picker. It's kind of like College Game Day, but we had Luke Hughes with the score prediction. He said 84 to 46, the Eagles on top, and I loved the take. I thought it was a great one. But I told him I'd mention that he had a big score prediction. 12-8 is your score right now. Hopping through the lanes right, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Peters. Here's Kemp, kicks in the corner. Hines hesitates, brings it back out. Back into the corner, Kemp. Kemp up top. One more time coming off the screen, Peters. Peters hopping through the lane, picks up his dribble, kicks out. Hines left at the top of the key for three, and it is good.
And if you're going to collapse in on the defense, you got to at least try and swipe at the ball. Because when you collapse in, I feel like I'm saying it every game, when you collapse in, someone's always open on the three-point line.
You can't collapse on this Eagles team especially.
At this point, risk the two, so you don't have to worry about the three. Because at this point, they're going to knock down the three before they knock down the two, the way this Eagles team plays.
Especially with the man sitting down there by the scores table coming in. That's Carson Seitz. Here's Taylor stepping through the lane, rolls in. A big take there from the freshman. Combs hopping through the lane, no good, doesn't roll in. Fighting for the rebounds, right. Here's Wright, gets in the hands of Jones. Jones hands it off Renfro. Renfro over to Taylor. Traveling violation called there. It'll be Eagles basketball. Checking in the game will be Carson Seitz for Garrett Hines. Here's Devin Kemp to pass it in. .246 left here in quarter number one, as we just noticed that our scoreboard has went out again. 2:37, kicks it out. Kemp left open for free, picks up his dribble. Back out Kemp. Kemp back out one more time, Peters. Over to Seitz, Seitz to Combs.
Right now, Joblin's doing a great job on help defense and just recovery right now.
Combs driving baseline, finds Kemp left open for three, and Devin Kemp's three rolls in and out. Foul will be called there on Josh Peters.
Defensively, you lost it towards the end. You got Devin Kemp to get an open shot out. Luckily, you got back and he missed. But right there, for the most part, Joplin did a great job getting back to the three-point line. When one guy jumped on the pump fake and the guy cut, they rolled back out to the man that they were intending to pass it to. Weren't able to create a turnover out of it, but at least they got back.
And 2:17 left, not 2:47. The Eagles also have 4 fouls. A cross-court pass gets in the hands of Taylor. Moves it fast, Renfro. Renfro looks inside. There's Gooch. Gooch puts it up. Traveling violation will be called. I'd like to mention that the Eagles are 19-0. I love saying that. That feels great coming out with. You know what's going to be even better when I get to say it's 20-0. We're looking for that tonight, win number 20. Definitely just jinx us. Here's Kemp.
The announcer's curse is real, I would know. You go back to any football game this year with me and Nate.
I think this is wood.
That's, there's wood below
right
you.
here.
There you go.
Knocked on wood. We're all good.
Knock on wood.
Foul will be called there on the freshman Fred Taylor. Be called on the floor. Jump ball into Engelman. Engelman kicks it out, Combs. Combs for three, and it's good off the backboard.
Got the lucky tap in from the glass.
This Eagles team brings on that trap, gets it up. Here's Renfro. Renfro finds Taylor. Taylor looking to go coast to coast. He can't. Puts it back up, gets his own rebound, falling to the ground. There's Engelman fighting for it. It'll be a jump ball. Eagles basketball. Nixa Eagles basketball, as I should say. And that's the player Engelman is. I mean, he had no shot at that rebound at all, but he somehow got his way in there to fight for that.
It was so funny because when Taylor fell down the floor, Engelman was kind of already down there, and he just kind of just held on to the ball. A good play right there just to force the jump ball. Now you got a possession out of it.
Here's Engelman, looks inside. One more time, finds him cutting. He puts it up, and it's good for two. No, Engelman.
That's a great cut, and that's an even tighter window for Combs to make that pass, but a great job just fitting it in there.
Here's All Right with the big slam. That was the most casual dunk of all time.
Yeah, I mean, he did that, no huge like reaction
moving
from the crowd.
Wait, they call that? They called a moving screen there.
It's called against Nixa.
Carson Sides. Devin. No, I think it was on Sides, but I'm not for sure. I don't understand how it was on Kemp when he has the basketball in his hands.
I don't know. That's a weird. I don't know what happened there.
Well, he signaled for a player control foul, then he signaled for a block. So I was really confused there myself.
But that was the most nonchalant dunk I've ever seen.
No, he got up there too.
He got up there in
buddies.
a grown man's jam with the one-handed slam.
Here's Fred Taylor hopping through the lane, and it's good off the glass.
I mean, he took that right to Carson, and he went straight up with it. Great take and great play by the freshman Fred Taylor.
Here's Combs says, I'm going to do it myself. And oh my goodness, how does he do that?
I don't know, man. I mean, we've seen him make crazy plays. The craziest one I think we've seen was the Troy buzzer beater.
I don't know how he positioned his body. Double clutch, his body was like in a weird position. Driving through the lane, foul called there on Devin Kemp. That's second foul there on Kemp. And we're going to see an early check-in from Nick Cheney, someone we haven't seen very much, but this Eagles team's getting in some foul trouble. 3 players with 2 fouls, and that will be both Kemp brothers and Engelman. Another player we're going to see check in is Caleb James. I like this.
It's different. Here, I'll give you this. I doubt Joplin has barely any film on these guys because you don't see these guys that often.
And these guys can play, too. It's not like they can't play. They just play on Nixa, which is one of the toughest teams in the CLC.
These guys can play, so this should be interesting.
Pull-up jumper from Taylor.
I mean, that was a great mid-range jumper, but how would you feel as a coach when you're playing a team like Nixa and then they take out 2 guys who you don't really study film for?
No, they take out 3 guys. Now you have 3. Ramon Green, which Green plays mostly every game, but still you don't see him that much.
And he's a really defensive presence.
Here's Green inside. One thing I like is seeing Hafer on Green. Green's small, but he plays like a big man.
He does. He's one of those type of guards where he kind of surprises people when he starts boxing out with the big guys and starts getting rebounds. There's a couple of guys like that, and they're really fun to watch. Ramon Green's one of them.
We're going to see Combs check in for James. Also, Renfro's going to check in for Wright. So 2.9 seconds left. The Eagles lead by 6 here. Probably a quick give and shoot opportunity for the Eagles.
It's just going to be catch and shoot. Maybe catch, take a dribble, and shoot.
It looks inside Combs. Combs out for 3. Hines at the buzzer. No good off the side of the rim. No, I was getting a little excited there. I thought Hines was going to hit a buzzer beater. We've seen a few buzzer beaters in the last few games. Sights against Kickapoo. That was a big one at half. And of course, we all know of the Cale Combs at the buzzer. But 22-16 is your score. We'll be back after this short break. Brought to you by Central Gas and Propane. And we are back for the start of quarter number 2. 5 on the court for the Eagles will be Green, Engelman, Combs, Hines, and Cheney. The 5 on the court for the Joplin Eagles will be Wright, Renfro, Williams, Gooch, and Hafer. The starting 5, actually. Here's Renfro, guarded by Combs.
Joplin's only down 6, so they got a huge chance here.
Combs playing some great in-your-face defense. And nowhere to go. Fighting for its Green. Foul will be called there. He just got in there.
Well, that sends him to a 1-and-1, but great D by Cale.
Not just great defense.
Nowhere to go.
Not great defense by Cale there, too. But great job there by Green. I can say that a lot. He got in there and cut that pass off. I don't know how he did it. But, I mean, Combs, when you're playing in-your-face defense, it's going to be tough. Wright's free throw is good on the 1-and-1.
All of the Hall of Fame attendees, please meet out to the hallway.
And I'd like to mention that. Stay tuned at halftime. We have the Hall of Fame introductions. We have 4 actually being inducted to the Nixa Athletics Hall of Fame. Kicks in the corner. Hines left wide open for 3. No good. Fighting for the rebound, Cheney, but it's ended up in the hands of Hafer. Hafer, no one to give it to. Finds Renfro. Renfro. Now to Wright. Coming off a Hafer screen. Wright for 3. No good. Off the hands of Hines. He can't bring it in. It will remain Joplin Eagles basketball.
And in a 4-point game, you got to bring that rebound in. I mean, that's just a ball that can turn into a quick possession and a quick score the other way, so you got to bring that ball in.
Pass into Hafer. Hafer hands it back off. Here's Williams. Kicks in the corner. Renfro hesitates. Traveling violation will be called.
And here comes Jackson Cantwell. Not the guy who gets up the floor the fastest, but definitely a guy that can help you with the rebounds. And him and Whit Hafer are having a battle on the boards.
We're going to see Cantwell check into the game. Looks like this Joplin team sitting back in a 3-2 zone. Gets the pass in. Now over to Green. Green picks up his dribble over to Combs. Combs back to Green. Hesitates. Looks inside Engelman. Engelman back out Green. Back inside Engelman. Engelman goes up. Foul will be called. To send him to the line to shoot 2.
Great job going up within. Right now, it's actually been a pretty good game of basketball. We've had some good offensive possessions from both teams, good defensive possessions from both teams.
It's just been a little slower.
It's, I mean,
with the way the Eagles play.
We watch Nixa all the time, so slower might be faster to most people, but, I mean, I agree with you. It feels slow.
Engelman misses his first one. Subbing in is Carson Seitz.
It's not the Eagles. I mean, they're playing quick, but they're not playing like all up in your face, run the floor, go, go, go type quick. It's just move, get up the court quick.
Second free throw from Engelman is good. He splits that one 1 for 2.
But I have seen once the Eagles get up the court, if they don't have an immediate shot, they slow it down.
I love how Cantwell stays back and just let Hafer, just stand there with the ball. Here's Wright for 3, no good. Rebound, Engelman. Strong rebound there by Engelman. He's moving fast up court. Engelman over to Hines. Back over Combs. Combs from way downtown, and he drills it. Cale Combs. Foul will be called there on Rice. The push off remain Nixa Eagles basketball.
Wow. And all the Joplin fans and players are not happy with that one.
Timeout, Joplin Eagles. 26-18 is your score. Ryan, you got anything to say?
Well, right now, Joplin, the way they get back in this game is just limit the turnovers. I mean, we've had 3 traveling violations just in the last couple of minutes. You had 2 to end the first. You just had 1 earlier in the second. And right there, the push-off. Now, regardless if you thought it was a push-off or not, it's a turnover because you're giving Nixa the ball. So right now, just limit the turnovers. Offensively, you're not playing bad. It's just you giving Nixa free possessions. They're coming down knocking threes, and that piles up fast.
One thing I want to say is notable player ruled out today was Terrace Gibson. Gibson, a 6'5" senior forward who has a boot sitting on his right ankle. So that means he's a pretty big-time player for the Eagles, and he'll be ruled out. Kicked out Seitz. Seitz from way downtown. It's off to the right. Fighting for the rebounds, Hafer. He gets it. Here's Wright. Wright looking to go coast to coast. Kicks it out. Foot on the line for 2. There's Hobbs Gooch. Back to Combs. Combs over to Seitz. Seitz back to Combs. Seitz. Combs. Combs driving through the lane. Kicks out Seitz. Left wide open. Back to Combs. Combs from the Eagle. No good. Soaring through the air is Engelman. Engelman back out. Combs. Oh my goodness. Combs puts it up for 2.
For a second, I thought he was going to go for a dunk, and I was about to jump out of my seat. But great layup right at the rack.
Here's a jump shot, no good from Hafer. And Seitz moving fast up court. He pulls it back up, gets it to Combs. Combs over to Engelman, Engelman out to Hines. Back Combs, inside Engelman. Engelman in the corner, here's Seitz. Seitz back to Combs, Combs, Engelman. Engelman kicks it out to Hines. Hines over to Combs, 5 minutes left. Here's Combs, hands it off to Hines. Now over to Seitz. Seitz driving baseline, brings it back out. Back over to Hines. Now to Combs. Combs across court, pass, finds Seitz for three, no good. Soaring through the air will be Combs, can't pull in the rebound.
I'm going to shout out a player here. Right now, Noah Engelman is one of the guys I want to highlight real here. Just because the way the offense is working, you'll see him getting on most of the rebounds offensively. You'll see him making a lot of cuts, setting a lot of down screens. And one thing that this offense is doing, they're just having him parked up right at the free throw line. Everyone's cutting around him, and he's helped setting down screens to help them get to the corner. But he's parked in that position, so he can also make cuts and make great rebounds. And right now, he's playing that spot perfectly in this offense.
Hey, by the way, Cale Combs has 14 points.
Couldn't have told you that.
No, I didn't know he had 14 points. It seems like he might have 10.
I would have said he had a solid 9, but I didn't think he had 14.
But Engelman has played himself a game, also having 5 points, which is something you don't see very often. Here's right, no good.
What's Engelman average? You got the stats over there.
Engelman averages 5.5 a game.
Great save right there.
Here's Taylor moving fast.
All right, behind the back.
Taylor Euro step through the lane, and of course there's Engelman taking a charge. It wouldn't be a Nixa Eagles basketball game without a Noah Engelman charge. We're going to see Peters checks back in, which he had been in some foul trouble. 2 first quarter fouls, so checks back in for the first time since early in quarter number 1. Out comes Cantwell.
And that charge right there, that's just something where it's like, when you're the opposing team, it's just annoying because you turn the ball over, but at the same time, you can't, unless it's blatantly obvious that it wasn't a charge, you can't complain about it. And it just all comes down to discipline. You got to control your body when you get down there.
Here's Hines, over to Seitz, inside Combs. Combs pull-up jumper, and it's good.
I mean, he's on the elbow, so he's not like crazy far inside, but he's not outside either. And it's so funny watching guys trying to play him one-on-one because no one really knows how.
Finds Renfro, blocked off the backboard by Combs. He gets the rebound, puts it back up for 2.
Like when you watch guys play Cale, when they play up too close to him, jab step, blow right by you. If you play too far back and you're playing way too far away from him, jab step, three-pointer. So it's so funny to watch guys play him because they genuinely don't know what to do.
Here's Peters, back over to Seitz, now to Hines. One thing I've noticed is Combs has taken over that position Engelman was playing earlier. Since Cantwell comes out, Engelman moves back to the 5. Combs looks at that 4 position, which is great knowing that you have a player who can play 1 through 5.
I mean, that's not something.
A single player plays 1 through 5 is absolutely absurd.
That's not something you see that often, a guy who can run every position on the floor.
It's kind of like a Kevin Durant look. Rims in and out.
I was going to say like an older LeBron look, because he's over his career has learned how to run the 5, run all the positions. But
I can see it. I can see Kevin Durant too. I mean, Kevin Durant plays 1 through 5 sometimes, and
you can throw him in there.
No good.
You can throw Jokic in there. You can throw a bunch of guys that are like that.
Renfro puts it off the glass for 2. Jokic is a player who can do that. Jokic is good.
Jokic can handle he can pass the ball like a point guard, but box out like a center.
See, I'm not a big NBA fan, but I watch Jokic all the time. He's a dog. 30-26 is your score. Folks, we have a game on our hand. I didn't really realize it was that close.
6-point game. It's been a 6-point game for a while, and Jokic is going to win 3-peat on MVPs.
Full take. And also, I'd like to mention, stay tuned at halftime. We have our Hall of Fame inductions, so that will be fun to watch. We have 4 inductions this year. Let me get pulled up. I'll read off the names for you guys.
Here you go.
Oh, you have it right here?
Perfect.
Where did it go? Seth Matlock, Nicholas Brink, Bethany Thunderberg, Morgan Smith-Wilson. All 4 of them will be inducted into the Nixa Athletics Hall of Fame, the class of 2023. And stay tuned also as Ryan Swanson will have a quick interview with Coach Lancet before the Hall of Fame inductions. Sights over to Hines. Hines in the corner, brings it back out, now back to Sights. Sights over to Peters. 2:03 left. In the corner, here's Hines. Across to Combs. One more time, Peters. Peters driving in, picks up his dribble, nowhere to go, kicks it back out Sights. Peters back to Sights. Over to Combs.
Come on!
Back to Sights. Sights from the logo. And the range from Sights is unreal. Carson Sights with a big three-pointer. I mean, on the corner, here's Taylor for three, no good. Rebound, Engelman.
It's really for all the guys in this team. You play too close, they go right by you. You play too far, they pull up from crazy range. I mean, from the logo, Carson Sights.
It's crazy.
And he's not the guy you think you'd pull up from that range, but I mean, he can hit it from that far out, and
he's a shooter.
Come on, Nixa! Let's go!
Here's Wright fading away, no good. Off the hand of Engelman, remain Joplin basketball. Sights has 3 points tonight. Kicks it up top.
In a crazy world, Combs could have 20
Jones
by the time this quarter ends.
Yeah, that'd be another first half 20-point.
Except this one was the most silent, almost 20 points I've seen in a half.
The Kickapoo one was not silent. He made it known that he had 20 points in the first half. And it was one of the most, the disrespect pointed at Kale before that game was crazy, and he showed why he was the best in the state.
He was emphatic.
That first half performance was just, I've never seen anything like it. Here's Gooch, puts it up, nowhere close, it's airballed. Rebound Peters. 30 seconds left. Lansing likes to take the last shot.
I mean, why would you not? You're up 9.
And of course, you have Sights on the court who hit a big buzzer beater from way downtown. It's Kickapoo.
Call me crazy, he's on the volleyball line. Get up on him.
Yeah, I mean, all these guys.
Sights can pull it from that range. No, it's
so good. Hines looks inside. Engelman at the buzzer, and it counts. And another buzzer beater. I love buzzer beaters. A big play there from Engelman. That's his 7th tonight. 35-24 is your score. I take that back. Not Ryan Swanson doing the halftime interview. It will be. Will it be Jordan Burns?
I have no idea. He told me I'm not doing it.
It'll either be Burns or Aiden Hopkins. I don't know which one yet, so it'll be one of the two. It's up in the air still. So we're going to go sit it down to either Burns or Aiden Hopkins. We'll be right back after this short break, brought to you by Central Gas and Propane.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the floor, Nixa High School dance team.
2020. VIP and it's not a song, play my song, it's a celebration. Yes, I'm grown and you know I got no time for wasting. I'm a prima donna, I can fool the world. Don't care who's around me, I can fool the world. Hands up, catch this feeling, there's no stopping this. Right now in this moment, I can fool the world. Hands up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nixa High School dance team. Good job, ladies. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like for you to draw your attention to center court as we honor our 2023 Nixa High School Athletic Hall of Fame inductees. The purpose of the Nixa Athletic Hall of Fame is to select and honor outstanding athletes, coaches, and other individuals who have distinguished themselves in personal or public endeavors and have contributed significantly to the excellence of the athletic program here at Nixa High School. Our first inductee of the evening is Mr. Seth Matlock. Yes, give him a hand. Seth is a graduate of the class of 2010 and participated in track, baseball, lettered all 4 years in track, 1 year in basketball. Seth received honors related to track. Seth was a 3-time state qualifier and an all-state finisher in the high jump. During Seth's senior year, he finished second in the high jump at the state meet. Seth also broke a 25-year Nixa high jump record and is still the current record holder with a height of 6 feet 9 inches. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Jack is the son of Joey and Lori Matlock and currently resides here in Nixa, working as an emergency room nurse, and is currently working toward becoming a nurse practitioner. Class of 2023, Nixa Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Seth Matlock. Our second inductee of the evening is Mr. Nicholas Brink. Nicholas is a graduate of the class of 2011 and participated in swimming, lettering all 4 years. Nicholas received honors related to swimming, which included becoming a 2-time state champion in the 100 freestyle, state champion in the 100 backstroke, 9-time first All-State selection, and a 6-time All-American selection. After high school, Nicholas went to swim at the University of Minnesota. Nick is the son of Per and Vicki Brink and currently lives in Springfield, Missouri with his wife Kelsey and his daughter Amelia. Nicholas works as an insurance broker at the Brink Insurance Group and is currently the assistant coach for our Nixa boys and girls swim team and dive team. Putting back in, that's awesome. Class of 2023 Nixa Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Nick Brink. Our third inductee of the evening is Miss Bethany Thunderberg. Give her a hand. Bethany is a graduate of the class of 2010 and participated in basketball and volleyball, leathering 3 years in volleyball and 4 years in basketball. Bethany receives honors related to basketball, which included being selected 2 times to the KTXR Lady Classic All-Tournament team. That's a great honor, by the way. 4-time selection to the All-Central Ozark Conference team, All-District team, and All-Ozarks team. Additionally, Bethany was a 3-time All-State selection and a McDonald's All-American nominee. Wow, that's impressive. Bethany was part of the 2008-2009 Nixa Ladies Basketball State Championship team. Bethany is the daughter of Mark and Kelly Funderburg and currently lives in Montana with her husband, Brad, and works as a physical therapist. Bethany could not be here tonight, so accepting this award on Bethany's behalf is her mother, Kelly Funderburg. Class of 2023 Nixa Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, Bethany Funderburg. Our last inductee of the evening is Mrs. Morgan Smith Wilson. Give her a hand. Morgan is a graduate of the class of 2009 and participated and lettered in basketball. Morgan received several honors related to basketball, which included All-American team selections for the Ozark and Carthage tournaments, selections to the All-COC, All-District, and All-State teams. As a senior, Morgan was invited to play in Pills the Lions Club and Missouri Basketball Coaches Association All-Star Games. Morgan was a part of the 2008-2009 conference, district, and state championship basketball team, which amassed 20 consecutive victories, finishing the season with a record of 29-2. That's amazing. And a national rank, catch this folks, number 15 in the nation. Morgan is the daughter of Steve and Greta Smith and currently lives in Lee Summit, Missouri with her husband Ethan and son Bennett, and works as a creative director for Oracle. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2023 Nixa Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, Mrs. Morgan Smith. Folks, help me give another round of applause to all of the honorees as Nixa High School inducts them into the class of 2023 for the Nixa Athletic Hall of Fame. Congratulations, inductees. Thank you for being here. Folks, we're about 6 minutes to the second half of SmackDown tip-off. It's Eagle basketball 2023.
I actually hadn't tried sushi until I was an adult, so it was fun to see them try something new. With the new year, that was one of my focuses was let's try new things and don't let things scare you. So we've been kind of focusing on that. We've been talking about making goals. We also had been talking before Christmas about family traditions, and I love going to eat at Craft Sushi. I knew Jenny, and I was like, this is a neat family tradition. This is a tradition that she learned, and would you be willing to share it? She's like, yeah, that'd be great.
We were watching her make the sushi. I thought that the pink one was good, but the other one I didn't really like. I thought that the dessert one would taste even better, and then I liked the other one.
They're the worst critics, so if I can win them over, I am good to go. They have that, complete transparency, so I'll take it. I love it. It's one of my favorite things of this job is bringing people in that think they would not like something, and you get them to try it, and they're absolutely obsessed.
It was good because it had carrots and it had sticky rice and it had soy sauce.
So we kind of did everything there that we would do in the restaurant. We laid out the rice, put the ingredients on the inside, and then I showed them how to roll it and cut it. Once we figured out what allergies there were, we brought in some veggies and did a savory roll, I guess you could call it. And then of course we did a dessert roll, which everyone's a fan of, with peanut butter and apples, calling it the PB&J roll. And I feel like that one was a little bit more favored than the savory roll, but that's why we did it.
Even for the ones that were not going to try it, because I didn't make them try it, they had a choice. I asked after it was over, I'm like, did you have fun watching her make it? Was it neat to get to see her make it? And they're like, yeah, that was a cool part too. And so we were even talking when she was making it that they, have to do a little bit of math while they're doing it. So we did try to bring in
I'm here with Nixa head coach Brock Blanchett. Up 11.5, no Engelman, lots of boards right now, lots of passing. How was his performance up to you guys in the first half?
Who'd you say?
Noah Engelman.
Noah,
Sorry, my bad.
hey, Noah plays his tail off every game. Noah's a very good defender, good rebounder, took another charge. So he's always a catalyst of the defensive end, and we're going to need him in the second half.
Joplin putting up a fight. What do you guys got to do to put him away the second half?
Going to have to string 4 or 5 stops together and get a couple baskets together. Right now we're kind of struggling a little bit at both ends. I know we're up 11, but energy's a little bit down tonight, and we're going to have to create our own here.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks. Clear. Sorry, I didn't understand.
You got
Means it's game time on the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to the Jumbotron in the center of the arena. We call this our Big Whiskey Basketball Shuffle. All right, it's in the center. Follow closely. Which one is it? You still have it? What is it? 1, 2, or 3?
And we are back live from Eagles Fieldhouse. 35-24 is your score. It's homecoming. Of course, we just had our Hall of Fame inductions. It's been a great night so far. We've seen some big plays, pull-up jumper from the logo, coming from the man himself, Carson Sykes. All right, bringing the house down with a monstrous dunk. And it's been fun.
Yeah, and this game definitely different just because of the fact that it's been slower than usual. I mean, we watch Nixa every week, so obviously the games are way faster paced than most schools see.
It's 35-24. The Eagles have the lead. I'm excited for half number 2. Here's Corey Kemp. We see him for the first time since quarter number 1. He got himself in some foul trouble. 2 fouls to start. Of course, we don't have fouls up there. Thank you, Trey Hartwell, for restarting the fouls. So, this is, I gotta give it. Daniel, if you're watching right now, you are 3 times better of a scoreboard operator than your son. I had to make it known. Here's Peters taken away. Uh-oh, here's all right, and he brings it down.
Again, that was the most,
nonchalant dunk ever.
None of Joplin's, fans kind of got up on that. They're like, eh.
If that was Nixa, this place would have been, I understand we're at Nixa, but, I feel like Nixa was at Joplin and we had fans there, actually. They would have went nuts.
They would have. I mean, all the Joplin fans, they're like, yeah, dope. I mean, not a huge eruption.
And Peters makes it a 12-point lead for the Eagles. That kid is something else.
You'll love it when Trey Hartwell puts Jackson Cantwell instead of Josh Peters on the scoreboard.
Rebound Combs. Combs on transition. Cutting baseline. Shots blocked one more time. And the second chance opportunity is good off the board.
Plus side, Trey's got 4 out of the 5 Nixa guys correct.
Off the top, yeah, I know. Trey, man, come on. He's going to have to come back and watch this because this is utterly ridiculous. Let's figure it out over there, Trey.
He got Joplin right, at least.
We do got Joplin. Earlier, he had number 1 on the court, and number 1 wasn't even on the court. And he was at the very bottom of the numbers. And here's give-and-go basketball. Garrett Hines for 3. This team is clicking right now.
2 quick 3-pointers. Joplin's got to find a way either A, to slow it down, or at least just get a hand up or create a turnover. Because right now, if Nixa gets hot, they're going to run away with this thing. We've seen him run away with a lot of games in the third quarter.
Pull-up jumper coming from Hafer. No good off the back iron. Fighting for the rebound. Gets in the hands of Renfro. Now over to right. No good. He gets his own rebound one more time. Also no good. Fighting for it is Engelman, and Peters out off the leg of Engelman.
That was so funny. All right, kind of tossed it and then grabbed it again and then threw it.
It was just kind of a weird sequence there.
It was a really weird sequence, but
Be Hafer in the corner. Trying to post up on Engelman, and it's no good off the glass. Rebound Hines.
Joplin's got to be careful. Nixa's ran away with a lot of games in the third quarter with offensive explosions. You got to start playing some D if you want to stay in this one.
Cross-court pass taken off there by Wright. Wright puts it up and one. All right, that was the DB skills coming from Wright right there. I know he doesn't play football anymore, but maybe he needs to get back on the gridiron.
I mean, that's the second possession in a row. He just picks the ball off. And
He's so quick.
I mean, and he does that perfectly. Leans into Kemp, then just puts it right up and gets the call to go his way.
Here's right at the line. First free throw is good. First and only. Now Kemp, 43-29. He's on a 14-point lead. Here's Peters in the corner. Back to Peters. Picks up his dribble, looks inside Combs. Combs back out Kemp. Now Peters in the corner for three. No good. Kemp comes in. Shots blocked off the backboard. Oh my goodness. Foul called there on Hobbs Gooch. Send Kemp through the line. 2-shoot-2. Kemp, I don't know how many points he has because I think he doesn't have any, but hopefully Trey can get that fixed and figured out.
He's also not on the scoreboard.
That's why I'm saying.
Let's see who we got.
This is the first one.
Well, apparently Carson Sides is on the floor. That's
Carson Sides is on the floor. That's a big one.
Jackson Cantwell still hasn't been in since early in the second, and he's on the floor. But he's got all Joplin right.
It's the Trey slander's real right now. I'm actually hating on Trey. This is unreal. He'll be hearing about this. I'll go to his boss. I'll go to Miss House and Mr. Clark about this. This is terrible.
It's unacceptable for Brad Reetone.
Trey. Ooh. All love. I don't mean any of it. Maybe a little bit.
I'm just messing with you, Trey.
Here's Kemp in the corner. Pull-up jumper coming from Hines falling to the ground.
Great mid-range shot. And I'll make fun of Trey when we talk about college basketball.
Yeah, everything's UNC.
Yeah, and I'm a Duke fan, so it's always fun to have college basketball discussions with them.
Gets it up to Hines. Hines passed over. Combs. Back in the corner, Hines. Hines triple team, nowhere to go. Fighting for its rights. Jump ball will be called. It'll be Joplin Eagles basketball.
Good job forcing the jump. You got to get that ball out. You're going to bring a three-man trap, but they did it well. Now Joplin Eagles got a free possession out of it, and they need it down 15.
In the corner, here's Jones up top, gets it over to Taylor. Foul will be called there on Hines. Eagles fan wanting a walk there.
Our scoreboard froze again.
4:08 left. The Eagles lead 46-31.
And Nixa has 2 fouls now instead of 1. Score's still the same though. Possession is to Nixa also.
Pass it, looks inside. Here's Hafer. Hafer's no good off the glass. Rebound, Engelman.
And he uses his size well, he just couldn't finish it. And you gotta finish that shot.
Engelman gives it to Combs. Combs pump fakes, now over to Kemp. Back to Combs. Combs another pump fake, hopping through the lane. And throws it over to a cheerleader who was wide open down low. Just can't complete it.
A little out of bounds. This quarter has gone by fast.
It has been very fast. There's 3:49 left here in the third.
Like I swear it started 2 minutes ago.
That's honestly what it feels like. Here's the hands of Renfro, the starting running back for the Joplin Eagles. Gets over top to Taylor. Now in the corner, here's Wright. Right back out. Taylor for 3, and it's good.
Great shot. It's a 12-point game. Now you got to play some D.
Here's Devin Kemp for 3, no good.
All right, now you push it. Let's go.
Gets up to Renfro, pass a little too far.
That might cost him.
Recovers in the corner. Here's Wright. Wright puts it up and one all right. I don't know how he did that. That was impressive.
I mean, look at this. I mean, barely saves him going out of bounds. Pass over, and I mean, leaning into Josh backwards, just floats it up with one hand and drills it.
I want to say something. Engelman's only had one foul. That's his first. You think that might be the longest time Engelman's went this year without a foul?
Probably.
Like, I love it. That's part of his game. Fouling, like, it's hard to be a big man and not foul.
It's hard to just play the way he does without fouls. So
he's so aggressive. It's just, it's hard.
Only having one's actually pretty nice.
And he's been playing really aggressive today. He's had to grab a lot of boards and done some dirty work inside. Here's Peters. Gets over to Engelman. Back over to Peters. Peters finds Engelman, looking for Combs off the hand of Wright.
And it's only an 11-point game. Joplin's still in this. I mean, we've seen through the course of this season, 11 points is not really that much.
Combs loses control of the basketball, gets it back to Kemp.
You just got to create turnovers or generate a stop.
Kemp finds Engelman inside, and what a pass from Devin Kemp.
Well, that's not how you get a stop, but if you can generate some stops and then go down and put some points up, you get right back in this. Right now, I mean, working inside's gone by pretty well so far, so I'd say
Wright coming off the screen, off to the left, off the hands of Taylor. It'll be Nixa Eagles basketball.
And Joplin's done a good job. This quarter they have picked up on the three-point ball, but they've done a great job working inside all game. So just do that and really just limit the amount of three-point shots. And I mean, they got it shot.
One thing I like about sitting down here is you can see what shots are on and off.
Especially we're on these wings right here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see those perfectly.
Pull-up jumper coming from Peters, and it is good for two.
I will say, in terms of that, the best arena I think we went to in terms of just seeing if the shot was going at Liberty, every
North.
shot you could tell if it was in or not.
I mean, we had that bird's eye view, looks inside, and once again, charge number 2 from Engelman. That's number 20 on the year.
Now, I don't think Kale is too happy about walking up all those stairs.
No, I mean, what, was he player of the game twice?
I think he was.
I mean,
he was one of the games.
He played phenomenal. Time out. Joplin Eagles. This Eagles team leads by 13, minute 56 left. We'll be back after this short break, brought to you by Central Gas and Propane. Actually, we're not going to take a break. If I could find this real quick. We'd like to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Of course, our platinum level sponsor, Central Gas and Propane. Then Wise Guys Screen Print, Night Heating and Air Conditioning, and of course, Larson Heating and Air Conditioning. We are thankful for all our sponsors making everything possible of what we do. I mean, gives you the Smile Cam, of course, Austin Orthodontist, the Rim Cam, Wise Guys. I mean, nothing could be possible. Nothing could be possible without them. So I'd like to send a big thank you out to them. Minute 56, Eagles lead by 13. Ryan, what do you think the Joplin Eagles need to do to get really back into this game? I mean, I know it's a 13-point game, but I mean, 13 can snap to 4 by the end of this quarter.
I mean, you still have about, 10 minutes left, and you can make something happen in 10 minutes. Right now, the Eagles definitely a little slower on their offense right now. So if you can just limit the amount of three-point shots again and force them to work it inside, because you have the size. So go up, try. I mean, you can't try and generate any charges just because you're the bigger team, but get some blocks or at least contest a shot, get the board, and go back down because they're doing a good job offensively. They've done a good job working inside. 3 points been here and there, but I mean, it's been great this third quarter. So honestly, where it starts is that you just have to generate some defense.
Taylor tips that one out of bounds with a big yeah scream after.
Because, I mean, when you're trying to get back in the game, it's never how many points you can put up. Because if the other team goes back and puts up the same amount as you do, you're never going to get back. So you have to start on defense. You have to build off your defense and work from there.
Here's Sykes for 3, just short, getting his own rebound in the corner. Peters.
See right there, that's you need to pull in that rebound. That's just a free possession you're giving right back to him.
Sykes in the corner. Peters. Peters finds Combs. Combs pull-up jumper, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Kemp, and he gets the jump ball called. It will stay with Nixa.
Good job fighting for it by Devin Kemp. You give yourself another free possession. When you're up 13, you're trying to put this game away. And I mean, if you can push it to a 15, 16, 7-point lead by fourth quarter.
Engelman wide open down low, and it's good for 2.
You don't see a lot of teams come back from that, so. Also, great cut by Engelman.
They are just leaving Engelman alone, not knowing that he can be an offensive threat too.
He's got 11. For Engelman, who averages 5.
He's had a phenomenal game.
You don't see him getting the double digits that often. He's got the same points as Peters.
I think they're so worried. They're hyper-focused about Combs. Engelman just gives you that little cut, and he's wide open.
And that's one thing that he does extremely well is those backdoor cuts over the middle. He just cuts to the basket perfectly. He knows right when to go, and the second you give him the ball, he's going to not only catch it, but also he's going to go up physically and either draw a foul or get a layup.
Combs to Seitz. Seitz back to Combs. 26 seconds left. 5-second clock count starts. Combs gets Williams to break that count every time with just one little jab step. That's just how lethal Combs is. Combs is going to take it this size, and oh my goodness, almost finished. Combs puts it, not Combs, Engelman puts it up, and it's good for 2. I thought he was going to dunk that for a second.
I did too.
Right, going coast to coast, and it's good, and that will be at the buzzer.
And I love it when Kale goes in like that on there, but when he goes down like that, him and Peters are both 2 guys when they go up, and it's really fun when they make those dunks and those layups, but the second they start to go down, I get scared. Me being a Chicago Bulls fan, I think I have some reason to do that, watching Derrick Rose all my childhood tear his ACL every year. So every time I see him go down on my one leg or one arm, I get a little scared for the health of the players.
Yeah, for sure. It is 54-14. We'll be back after this short break. Brought to you by Larson's Heating and Air Conditioning. And back for the final 8 minutes of the Battle of the Birds. The Eagles lead by 13. I mean the Nixa Eagles. Combs in transition, and he throws it down. Kale Combs with the monster sub jump ball taken away there by Engelman.
You know one thing I will say?
Gets it to Kemp.
That just proves home court advantage. Because all right side dunks.
Sides left open for 3, and he drills. The Eagles are off to a hot start.
Not the start you want to see if you're Joplin. I mean, quick dunk and a 3 in this place is electric. But I mean, you saw all right do a dunk, not completely of that caliber. I mean, he definitely got the same up there. He just didn't pull it back as far as Combs did. But the same one-hand slam, and this building erupted.
Here's Peters for three-pointer, no good. Rebound will be Williams. Here's all right, moving down court. Foul will be called on the ground.
With an 18-point lead for Nixa with 7:07 left. Joplin's definitely going to have to kick into high gear if they want to get back in this game. And that 5-point swing in like 30 seconds, that's definitely not what you want when you're Joplin. So right now, these Joplin Eagles have to find a way to get some points on the board and get some stops.
In the corner, here's Wright. Wright pulls the trigger, no good off the front iron, rebound Combs. Combs in transition, dribbles off the back of his foot, kicks it to Kent. Kent driving baseline, looks for Peters, no good, saving it. And here in transition is Jones. Jones puts it up, no foul call. Foul actually called very, very late. And the Eagles fans are not happy with that, wanting the foul to be called where Combs took a hard fall.
You know, when Size saved that, I genuinely thought Combs was about to smack that off the backboard.
A little LeBron action?
What?
A little LeBron action
Yeah,
off the
a little bit of a chase down block for you. I mean, he goes straight up. It's just the call went the other way. I mean, when you go up like that, I mean, there's nothing you can say or do about it.
Carlos Jones' first shot is no good. Second free throw is good. Here is Devin Kemp. Kemp in the corner. Peters left wide open for three. Why? Why is he left open for three?
When will they learn? When will they learn? Ooh, charge.
No charge taken.
Dang it.
Foul will be called on Combs.
I mean, when will they learn to not leave Peters or Hines or Combs or Kemp or Seitz?
Literally anybody who's on the floor besides Jackson Cantwell open in the corner. It's literally anybody.
No, there's going to be a day where I'm going to see Jackson Cantwell pull up a corner three, and he's going to make it.
I'd like to mention the Eagles will come back here Tuesday night in a big COC matchup. The 18-1 Republic Tigers will visit Eagles Fieldhouse. Askew versus Combs.
And that's the COC championship right there.
And that's the blue and gold. I mean, you know how you wanted that blue and gold winner just to face off? Now you got it. The blue division winner, that was Republic, and now the gold division winner, the Eagles. So you get that matchup you wanted. Who was the true winner of the blue and gold? Seitz in the corner for three, and it's good. Carson Seitz for three.
And the Eagles just got hot at the right time. They're nailing every shot from three-point land.
21-point lead, and it's good. Combs pushing it back. Here's Seitz in the corner, brings it back out.
We need to start a petition to make the blue division.
Seitz from way downtown. No good rebound. Combs off the bottom of the rim. Out off of Hafer. Remaining Nixa basketball.
Yeah, we need the blue division winner and the gold division winners to play each other.
We need to start a petition at Mission to allow 32 team tournaments.
That'd be crazy.
That's what the blue and gold would technically be, if you think about it.
I mean, it would be.
For three, no good. Rebound, Kemp. Reverse lay from Devin Kemp. And the look on Blanton's face is unreal. Little blank look, just not knowing what happened there.
That's so funny because I've talked to Blanton.
Driving through the lane. Foul will be called there on Engelman, I believe.
It's so funny because I'll talk to Blanton, and even on days where we win by like 20, he'll come down the hallway, and he looks so mad. And I talked to him about once. He said, if I ever, like during interviews and stuff, look like I'm mad, it's because I am.
He's always like, I'm nervous about this one, and the Eagles proceed to win by like 35 points.
Hey, it's good to be paranoid. That just means you're prepared.
Free throw is no good.
Nothing wrong with feeling like, oh, things can go wrong here.
What game was it? I think it was the West Plains game.
Yeah.
He told me he was nervous, and it was 76-35.
Because we went into the
office.
ISS room.
I was talking to him from the end of his office. I mean, ISS room too, but he was like, I'm nervous about this. Don't ask me why, but I'm nervous about this.
He said the same thing about Carl Junction too, because I remember going in the ISS room, and he said, oh, I'm a little bit nervous about this one, and then we win 65-44.
And the Eagles are looking to continue the dominance in the COC, remaining undefeated since, I believe, dated back in...
I think it was the 2021 season.
I believe
was the last time we lost a COC game.
And that was to...
I thought it was to Ozark, but don't quote me on that.
We'll actually have to go back to 2019 to find that one.
I'm 80% sure that it was Ozark, but again, don't quote me.
I believe it was Ozark too, and it... Maybe was Ozark coming early on in the season.
When was that? So it was 2020.
Well, they lost to Joplin in a tournament, which really doesn't count.
COC just means the regular season matchup. Tournaments, I don't think you can really count those. I mean, that was February 4th, so in 2020. So that's 3 years ago from tomorrow was the last time we lost.
The Eagles are on a, thank you Ryan Retone, as he just let me know, 2019 season, lost to Ozark at Ozark. The Eagles are on a 26, we played 2 COC matchups. Ozark, no.
Yeah.
3?
I thought it was 2. Am I crazy?
And I think it's either 2 or 3. Yeah, look at this.
I thought it was 2.
Well, it's either 26 or 27. The Eagles have played 2 COC matchups, so looking for win number 27 in the COC. Here's Engelman. and puts it off the glass for 2. Noah Engelman, point number 15. And I like to mention Noah Engelman is our Central Gas and Propane Player of the Game. One of the best performances I've seen from Engelman almost all year long.
He's got 15. He's got, what, 2 charges taken?
Not best performance, best offensive performance.
But yeah, yeah, definitely one of the better offensive performances. He only averages 5 points.
Kicks in the corner. Peters left open for 3. Dude,
you got to get back up the court faster.
I'm speechless. I don't understand.
When you don't get back up the court, that's what happens.
I don't
He's just
understand.
sitting there.
I don't understand why you leave him open.
And you can't have him just sit there like that because he gives him time to set his feet.
Jump ball there forced by
dagger.
Engelman. It will be Nixa Eagles basketball.
At this point, Joplin just let Nixa get hot way too late in the game. So Eagles are going to take this one unless something really crazy happens.
It's a 23-point lead. I like to say Nixa has this one in the bag.
Crazier things have happened, but
cross-court pass, Seitz, tiptoe action.
Watch out, Nate.
What a play there by Carson Seitz. Back to Seitz. That was very athletic.
Saved Nate from his camera getting domed by a basketball.
Little tiptoe action. That was some NFL feet right there. I actually would only get in competing college football. Kicks in the corner. Here's Kemp. Inside, Peters nowhere to go, back out Kemp. Kemp across court, here's Combs in the corner. Pump fake, driving baseline, back out Seitz. Seitz, jumps and puts it down. Traveling violation will be called.
Back in for Joplin, number 12, Cooper Williams, number 33, Fred Taylor.
Oh, they were already there. Like mentioned, coming up, the Eagles will take on Republic at Eagles Fieldhouse on Tuesday, and then come right back around and travel Friday to Carthage. Pull-up jumper from right is no good.
Only 2 more away games the rest of the year.
Two more away games at Branson. Then you got Willard following that Tuesday. Then go to Webb Thursday. Or not Thursday, Friday. Pull-up jumper from Seitz, getting a man to fall, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Webb that next Friday, Branson, and then Neosho, which was rescheduled, and the Eagles will go on to district play. So
I mean, when you look at this, the only teams that I'm like get scared when I look at is Webb City, Neosho, and Republic. Those are teams that when I look at, because well, look.
But the thing is, I think since you're not going to Webb City or Neosho, I'm not really scared about that because coming off that bus, I'm more worried about this Republic Carthage game. Not Republic as much. I mean, they have Alante. They've been a really good team. But this Carthage team, a little sneaky. So I'm a little scared about going to Carthage. I mean, coming off an hour and a half bus ride was not fun, especially on a Yellow Dog.
No, those buses are not fun.
You can ask Coach John Perry about a Yellow Dog. You can ask him an opinion about it. He was winless in a Yellow Dog for the longest times, and then he's finally has a win. So those bus rides are not fun. Timeout, Joplin Eagles. The Eagles have a 23-point lead with 3:31 left. We're going to take a break here. This break is brought to you by Night Heating and Air Conditioning. We'll be back after this short break. And we are back for quarter number 4. 3 minutes left. Here's All Right fading away. Oh, Mike's all tangled. There we go.
There.
And foul will be called. I believe that's either going to be Joplin. That'd be Will Hayford.
And at this point, you can just begin to melt that clock away.
Kick it out in the corner, Peters. Looks inside for Combs, taken away by Williams. Williams gets it to Hafer. Hafer nowhere to go, back up right. Right to Williams. Williams in the corner. Here's Jones, back to Williams. Right. Right three-pointer is no good. Rebound Combs. Combs gets it to Kemp in transition. Kemp reverse lace shots blocked.
He could have had more success if he just went for the straight normal layup. When you look at it here, if he just goes up with a normal one, he probably gets that off.
We're going to see Graydon Cravens check in, and then, of course, Hobbs Gooch. Here's Combs with 2:30 left. Now over to Peters. Looks inside Engelman. Back inside Combs. Finds Engelman down low. Engelman puts it off the glass. No good. One more time, Engelman, and it's good for 2. Point number 17 for Engelman. Phenomenal performance tonight from Engelman. And here's Jordan Tyler and Caleb James checking in for the, not first time. James has been in early in the second due to foul trouble, but we're going to see Jordan Tyler for the first time. Also Nick Cheney to check in. Pass taken away there by Combs. Combs gets it to Peters, and he doesn't get the bounce he wants. And just a little lay-in. I thought he was going to throw a lob off the glass there.
I thought Graydon Cravens was about to hang up his basketball shoes for a minute. You saw Galen Peters. He's standing under the rim. I got scared for him.
Here's Taylor, 1:36 left. Foul will be called on the floor. And we're going to see new 5 check-in for the Eagles.
I think you're up 27. I think you're good.
I'd love to see Engelman get 20.
I would
let him shoot a three-pointer.
If we're going to joke around, though, we need to see Jackson Cantwell shoot at least one three-pointer.
Hey, calls to Trey Hartwell for getting the scoreboard fixed. Love you, Trey. Hope you're watching. Hey, scoreboard's a hard job, I'm guessing. I've never done it before, but keeping track of all that seems pretty hard.
Yeah, that seems hard. I'll give it to him.
I just like giving Trey crap.
I can tell.
We're going to see new 5 on the court. It will be Green, Tyler, James, Cheney, and, of course, the big man, Cantwell.
Cantwell's going to be so much fun when he gets older.
When he gets a little faster and gets more agile.
He's already a freshman dropping 40 points in JV games.
Just when Cantwell gets a little more agile, I think he'll be there. It's the same on the football field.
We already know who the left tackle's going to be for Nixa.
Gets it to Cantwell. No, he loses control of it. And almost a big dunk there for Cantwell in his first varsity dunk.
I thought he had one.
No, he's only had little lay-ins.
Okay,
Gets it in the hands
Maybe I'm
of
crazy.
Trenton Gage. Gage now over Cravens. Cravens driving. Hop step, kicks in the corner. Over to Gage. Gage puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound James. James gets it to Green. 57 seconds left. I'd like to say that will do it. And Green for 3. No good. Rebound Cantwell. Cantwell puts it back, and it's good for 2. That will do it. 80-53. And little Luke Hughes was close. He was really close. I'll give him that. Just a few points off. What, he said 46-83?
Yeah.
So he was really, really close. I'll give Luke props to that.
Closer than I thought it was going to be. Or close to his prediction, not the game.
Foul will be called there, and it should be running clock, so clock should run out.
It's 30 points, I thought.
I thought it was, oh yeah, it is.
It is, so we'd have to have 3 more for it to go running clock.
So I'm going to have to go tell him he did a great score prediction there. That's big.
I did not.
Coming from a 7-year-old.
Yeah, he did it dang near perfectly.
And like we said, player of the game, Noah Engelman. Big 17-point performance, only 2 fouls, which is phenomenal for a player like him who plays aggressive and gritty. 20 charges on the year. I'm going to have to go dig into the record books and find out what the most charges in the year.
You got the book. Where'd you even get that book from? I've
It
never
was my
seen
brother's. I don't know where Ryan got it from. So.
Aw, thanks, Ryan.
We'll figure it out. It's old, but it's from 2021. We'll figure it out, though.
Jackson Cantwell three-pointer.
And 2 seconds left, and that will do it. The Eagles remain undefeated, 20-0. This has been a historical season from the Eagles, and we'll be right back to talk to Noah Engelman after this short break. And we are back live with our Central Gas and Propane Player of the Game, Noah Engelman. Noah, great game tonight.
Thank you.
So you've been a player who's more of like a defensive look, take the charge when you need to. How's it been finally scoring those big points?
It's been awesome. Kale causes a lot of tension, drags a lot of people inside at the high post, and I was just open down low every single time because they were still focused on him.
So, I mean, coming into the game, how do you prepare yourself really? I mean, focus up on the game?
You know, I don't really have any kind of routine. I just try to focus on my game, do the little things, do whatever I can to help my team win.
A great game, though. My question for you guys is just when you look into the future, you got 18-1 Republic as your next game, and you got conference play coming up. How are you guys preparing mentally to try and finish the season undefeated as we get into district play?
What was the question?
Go ahead.
My bad.
There's no
Oh, you
sound in
can't?
my headphones.
Oh, here you go. I got you.
Oh,
there you go.
dang.
Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Our bad. My bad.
Yeah, you're good.
My question for you is just you got 18-1 Republic coming up, and you got conference play. How are you guys preparing mentally, physically, just for conference play as we get into district play, trying to stay undefeated?
Yeah, you know, Republic's a great team. We've been looking forward to playing them on our schedule. They're a great team, and we're just trying to stay focused for that game. And like Carthage is still a good team that we still have to play, and we still have a lot of COC teams that we need to play and finish this one out.
One more question. How has your football game really translated over to basketball? I mean, of course, being aggressive and everything. How has that really helped you in the basketball court?
It just helps me be more physical. I think Coach Perry helped me get a little stronger in the weight room and just being more physical, more aggressive, battling down low with mostly guys that are bigger than me, stronger than me, and it just has helped me in that way.
All right, great game tonight. Thank you, Noah.
Thank you.
Good game,
and
Noah.
have a good night. 80-54 was your score. Got anything else, Ryan?
I got nothing.
From Ryan Swanson, I'm Brady Reton, signing off.